Please come this way. I've had enough of the wind and the rain and the storms, and it's just been a week of storm after storm and wind and rain and bloody arguments indoors, and I'm just about sick of it. But oh, come on, a bit more. The forecast is to hopefully dry up. But the good news is what was welded to the floor, like cables that need to be shifted and panels that need to be shifted, that's all defrosted and it's all quite squishy now, so we'll call that a win. Oh, and the other wee win is got some more cabley stuff. Got delivered in the post yesterday, so I shall be able to proceed with that bad boy. I have done absolutely bugger all to it, waiting on the cable and waiting on a break in the weather, and that's my excuse, because this cable it goes out of here and lays across the garden, sort of to one side to verges and things like that, and then into the house for the off-grid utility room with all the but that is to be lifted. Going to reposition that and get rid of that, but the blue cable is to be repositioned and go through the house roof, the house loft, which is a job that I'm not looking forward to, because last year we did the roof loft insulation and it's now bloody 600-700 mil thick, and I have to work my way through that without destroying the job. But also it involves one of us standing outside in the bloody pissing wind and the rain, feeding a cable up to me who'll be running through the loft. At the same time, I've got data cables, earth-netty cables to run through for the CT clamps for the solar and the consumption usage, feed in and feed out, so that'll be fun as well. Yeah, itchy. I'm itching them from head to toe already with the fiberglass fucking loft insulation. So that's the plan anyways. I'm going to do the DC side of things, and then hopefully the day outside will continue to improve as forecast. I'm not very optimistic. And we'll go from there with the AC side, because that needs AC as well, and fucking blah blah blah, yakety schmackety, long old list of things to do, so fuck it, here we go, maybe. Couple of things that I'm really not quite keen on, and it even says it in the instruction and manual, is that it goes up against the terminal on the opposite face that you really think it should do, so it goes up like so, up there and into there, but it's really hard to see, to make sure that you're not in pissed. It's really hard to see that you're not in a little squint, sort of resting on the tapery bit on that face there, so it goes in like that. So not quite keen on that. Be interesting to see if I can take that plastic terminal cover off, because I don't really need the IP rating, and get a bare terminal underneath. But then that leads me on to the next thing that I don't like, and that is, it comes with a lovely trim piece, and you've got 3 bolt holes. Well, the only one that lines up, so you've got 3 bolt holes, 2 on each end, 1 in each end. The only one that lines up is that one front one. The other ones are fucking miles away. Where are we? I can't do it. The other ones are fucking miles away. There's nothing there. So fucking bollop. So there we go. So I'm probably going to have to drill some holes in the front face of that if I end up with bare terminals there to get a good connection. But I'll be interested. I'll take that cover off just to make sure that I do get a good connection. Well, that is actually a bit Panzermino like here. I've took all the screws out, but it is absolutely in there, and if I wiggle it too hard, the terminal moves. So that's obviously fixed, and I ain't prizing it off. So it's just going to be blind faith that you get a nice even contact face on the ring lug. So fingers crossed. Yeah, should be alright. Need to get myself one of those bloody FLIR cameras so I can see if there's any hot spots and things like that. If not, I'll just lick a finger and touch it. If after you've stripped the insulation and it looks like an artist's paintbrush and you've got absolutely fucking no chance of getting that in, what you need to do is you need to get yourself, don't drop it, goodness me, get yourself a sandwich bag, garden twine, wire tie sort of thing, and a big belly. Get down there. Hopefully I'll get this in shot. And you get it around the base, pull it as tight as your chubby, fat, clumsy fingers can get it, and give it a twist. Trying to keep it nice and tight. Give your bristles a little bit of a straighten out because you're going to fluff them up. Make sure you've got them all. Work it to the end. Trying to make sure you're getting all the strands. And now for the tricky bit. This does normally take me a couple of goes because you won't get it right the first time. And I've got a little bugger of a strand there. And then you just sort of gently tease it on. Pull it down a bit. Tease it on. Helps if you don't bite your fingernails. So you just keep working it down, teasing it on, twist it at the same time, helps. Keeps all the strands together. Nearly down the end already. What way did I tie it? Et voila! Not a single strand is a missing. Check out that. And I'm right up the end of the ring lug. Not a single strand sticking out. Lovely. Hey. Well, I'm making as much progress as a man eating a bowl of soup with a fork, but we're getting there slowly but surely. I've got one left for the negative, and then we're done, and onto the AC side of things and the communication side of things and traipsing through the loft side of things, and I'm not looking forward to it. And like so, that'll have to do, because what's left isn't long enough to redo it. So a bit wibbly wobbly, but fuck it. Tell you, it's bloody annoying pinning everything out just to have to take it off again, but I find it easier to pin it out, to rough it out, first fix, chop it off, and then do my crimping. That's the way I roll. I'll find it easier that way, but I still ended up just a little tiny bit too short on that one, and a tiny bit too long on that one, so I sort of had to redirect it a bit, so it's a bit meh. And I am going to call that me done. Well, apart from winding that up, yeah, I'm going to call that done. It could have been better, but it could have been worse, so happy with that. Next job is burst the AC down on that, because that blue cable needs to be routed properly through the loft. AC switch gear and an AC cable to that bad boy, and communication cables, and we are happy. As long as it doesn't go poof, and as long as it talks to whatever it needs to talk to. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for putting up with me. Still got lots to do, so I'm gonna fall over a black indic. Still got lots to do, but I'm quite happy with that for now. Be nice once the AC side of things tidied up and the solar probably rerouted. That's making my brain itch. Right, look after yourselves. Thanks very much. Bye bye for now.